Let's be real for a second. That stack of paper on your desk, or shoved in a drawer, it isn't just clutter. It's stress. It's a pile of missed opportunities. But what if you could turn all that chaos into a seriously powerful, streamlined system? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to break down how you can finally master your paper trail for good.
I know what you might be thinking. In a world of cloud storage and everything digital, why on earth should we care about paper? It's a totally fair question. But here's the thing. Critical documents, contracts, property deeds, original invoices, they still exist in the physical world. And managing them badly is just as risky as having a password like 1234. This isn't about being old-fashioned. It's about taking full control of your most important information.
The stakes are actually incredibly high. On one side, you have the total chaos, all that time wasted hunting for a document you know you saw somewhere, the serious legal risks of not being able to find a contract, and just information gone forever. But on the other side, that's where you find the power of order. We're talking breezy efficiency, effortless compliance, and a kind of professionalism that really speaks for itself. Okay, so to build the right system, we first have to understand the value of what we're organizing. A file isn't just a piece of paper in a folder. It's a strategic asset. Let's dig into why good filing is really your secret weapon. Every single record you keep has value, and it usually falls into one of these 4 buckets. It's got administrative value for your day-to-day operations, it's got legal value to prove your compliance, it's got fiscal value for when, the auditors come calling, and it has historical value. It's your organization's memory. And get this, a single document, like an employment contract, can easily be all 4 of those things at once. All right, if we're going to build a really robust system, we need the right tools. I want you to start thinking of yourself less as a filer and more as an information architect. And of course, every good architect needs a solid toolkit. The essentials are probably what you'd expect. A good, sturdy filing cabinet, guides for your major sections, hanging folders for bigger categories, and then interior folders for the specific documents. And, of course, clear, consistent labels. These are the absolute bedrock of a system where you can actually find things. My advice? Don't go cheap here. Quality tools make the system really sing. Here's a little pro tip for labeling. Always go from general to specific. So the hanging folder gets a label like Invoices 2024, and the interior folders get specific names like Acme Corp or Beta Inc. It's a simple little hierarchy that makes finding stuff almost automatic. Now for a tool that's truly next level, the OutGuide. Have you ever had a file just vanished from the cabinet? The OutGuide puts a stop to that. When you pull a file, you slip this in its place with your name and the date. It's basically a library checkout system for your files, and it maintains the integrity of your whole archive. No more mystery disappearances. It's a game changer. So, we've got our tools ready to go. Now we need a blueprint. And listen, there isn't one single best way to file. The right system depends entirely on how you're going to need to find that information later. Let's walk through the main options. You've basically got 3 main choices here. The alphabetic system is the one we all know. It's super intuitive and perfect for anything organized by name, like client files or employee records. Then there's the numeric system. This is perfect for stuff like case files or invoices. You can expand it forever, and it adds a nice little layer of privacy. And finally, the subject system is fantastic for things like research because it keeps all the related documents together in one place, no matter who sent them. Okay, let's get into the core process. It doesn't matter which system you pick, every single document should go through these same 5 steps. This is the discipline that creates consistency and, most importantly, prevents mistakes.
You really want to lock this workflow down. Do it every time. Step 1, inspect the document. Is there a release mark on it, like a stamp or initial, confirming it's actually ready to be filed? Step 2, index it. That just means deciding in your head where it's going to go. Step 3, code it, which means physically marking on the paper where it belongs. Step 4 is to think about a cross-reference, and we'll talk more about that in a second. And Step 5, sort your documents into batches before you even get up and walk to the cabinet. Trust me on this, that last step saves a ton of time.
Let's zero in on cross-referencing, because this is a secret weapon. So imagine you have a contract with the Acme Corporation. Where do you file it? Under A for Acme or C for Corporation? With cross-referencing, you don't have to guess. You put the actual document in its main spot, let's say under A for Acme. Then you take a simple sheet, write Acme Corporation Contract, C file under Acme, and you file that sheet under C for Corporation. It's a simple signpost that guarantees nothing ever gets truly lost. So we've successfully filed our document. Awesome. But the story doesn't end there. Nope. Every single record has a whole life cycle, and managing that journey is just as important as putting it in the right folder to begin with. And this brings us to something called records retention. Look, you can't keep everything forever, but you also can't just throw things away whenever you feel like it. A retention policy is your official rulebook. It tells you exactly how long you have to keep a document to satisfy legal, tax, or operational rules. It completely takes the guesswork out of cleaning out your files. This slide lays out the entire journey perfectly. A record gets created and enters active use. This is when it's in your main office cabinets. Then, after a year or two, when you don't need it as often, it moves to inactive storage. Think of an archive room or a secure offsite facility. Finally, once its official retention period is over, it reaches final disposition. That means it's either securely destroyed or moved to a permanent archive. And this distinction between active and inactive records, it's absolutely key. Your prime real estate, your office cabinets, should only hold the documents you need to get to frequently. Everything else, all those inactive files you're just holding onto for compliance reasons, can be moved. This frees up so much space and keeps your day-to-day cabinets lean, mean, and super efficient. So there you have it, the tools, the systems, and the full life cycle. Once you put these principles into practice, you really do move from chaos to clarity. You stop being a victim of your own paperwork, and you become the architect of your information. At the end of the day, your filing system is so much more than just a place to stick paper. It's a direct reflection of your efficiency, your attention to detail, and how prepared you are. Your records are telling a story. So the only question left is, what will yours say about you?